Good morning, everybody. Welcome to our video lessons through online. But it's not called online, it's distant learning because I made a video for you to study. Okay, sorry. Today, video lessons, everybody will know the new point that is called the Westphalian, yes, Westphalian system, the Westphalian system. So my question is, what if Westphalian system? Last week, I've produced the question for all of you to answer. Did you find the answer already? Okay, so there's Westphalian. It means that a globe system, Westphalian system is mean a global system based on the principle of international law that each state has sovereignty over its territory and domestic affairs to exclusion of all external powers on the principles of non-interference in another country domestic affairs. That is called Westphalian system. Yeah, Westphalian system. So now we move on to this together. Before and also read this whole text, I want all of you to know first means vocabulary is difficult for you. Yeah. The most important and also the main points that for all of you I think is vocabularies. Yeah. The first one is emerge. Yes. Emerge. Please take out your books or notebooks and pens or pencils to write it down. Yes. Emerge means that to appear. Yes. To appear by coming out of something or out from behind something. That's called emerge. Yeah, emerge. It means that legend. Yes, legend. Midst of struggle. Yeah, midst of struggle. ភាពស្រពេចស្រពិលនៃការតស៊ូ Okay, sorry. ភាពស្រពេចស្រពិលនៃការតស៊ូ midst of struggle. And strife. Strife means violence or angry disagreement. ជំលោះ Okay, ជំលោះ And the next one is combat it. Yeah, combat. Combat. It means that a fight, especially during a war. That's called ប្រយុទ្ធ ប្រយុទ្ធ We ប្រយុទ្ធ ប្រយុទ្ធ Yes. And the next one is protracted military confrontation. Protracted military confrontation. It means that ការប្រឈមមុខដាក់គ្នាខាងយោធា Yes ការប្រឈមមុខដាក់គ្នាខាងយោធា Protracted military confrontations of the era. As a result of the war, Germany's population was reduced by around, yes, around means approximately. Yes, approximately. And the next one, mercenaries. You know mercenary here? Mercenary. Even a soldier, yes, a soldier who fight for any country is a group that pays them. Yeah. ទាហានស៊ីឈ្នួល ណា ទាហានស៊ីឈ្នួល A soldier who fight for any country or groups that pays them. That is called ទាហានស៊ីឈ្នួល Yeah, Swedish. Yes, Swedish. Swedish means ជនជាតិស៊ុយអែតណា Protestants. Protestant. Yeah, Protestants. Protestants mean the members of the parts of Christian church that separated from the Roman Catholic Church during the 16th century. Yes, century. Protestants. Yeah, Protestant. មានតែអ្នកកាន់សាសនា Protestant សាសនាយេស៊ូវបរិកាយ Protestant ណា Okay. And the next one is a religious here. Okay, religious dogma. Religious dogma មាននិកាយតកតងនិកាយសាសនា ជំនឿខាងសាសនា Dogma means strict, especially religious belief or set of beliefs that people are expected to accept without any doubt. Yeah, that is called chubnur sasna. Okay, religious dogma. And minds, yes, it's what called minds. Okay, I think that is it. It's okay, yeah, for all of you. Minds, mình chất cũng nứt đấy và chất mind. And the next one is combatant. Combatant person who fights in war. A person who fights in a war is called combatant. មានអ្នកដែលប្រយុទ្ធនៅក្នុងសមរភូមិបាទប្រយុទ្ធនៅក្នុងសង្គ្រាមអ្នកប្រយុទ្ធណាហ្នឹង And the next one is hegemony. Yeah, hegemony. Yes, hegemony. Yes. Hegemony, I mean, especially of countries, the position of being the strongest and most powerful, and therefore able to control others. Yes, hegemony. We can say one more is dominant. Over the Europe, that is, which state, if any, would take over from the universal institution of the Middle Ages. Middle Ages, I mean the falls of Roman empires in the West. That is called Middle Ages. Yeah, Middle Ages. ការដួលក្នុងរបបការដួលរលំចក្រភពរ៉ូម៉ាំងណាចក្រភពរ៉ូម៉ាំង Middle Ages. The main protagonist, yes, protagonist an important supporter of an idea or political system ដែលតួឯងអ្នកគ្រប់គ្រងសំខាន់ខាងនយោបាយបាទ that is called protagonist. And intervent, yes, intervent. I mean look at here, yeah, yes, to intentionally become involved in a difficult situation in order to improve it or prevent it from getting worse. That is called intervent. Intervent. And the next one is here about conclude, I mean finish or judge. Yeah, finish. Rồi jobមួយរបប job មួយរបបដែរណាកាត់ក្តី And the next one is warfare. Yeah, warfare I mean the activity of fighting a war, often including the weapons and methods that are used. That is called warfare. Yes. And the next one is sovereign. Yes, sovereign. Sovereign means having the highest powers of being completely independent. That's called sovereign. អធិបតេយ្យភាព Lay claims to the exclusive right. I mean, the originals, the first word of this, late, I mean lay, yes. A structure lay claim to something. Yes, lay claim to something. វាទាមទារសិទ្ធិផ្ដាច់បុកណា lay claim to something ទាមទារសិទ្ធិផ្ដាច់បុក lay claims to the exclusive right ទាមទារសិទ្ធិផ្ដាច់បុក overarching powers I mean អំណាចត្រួតត្រាណាអំណាចត្រួតត្រា overarching power. And this one is, who can't pronounce this word? Can you pronounce this? Anarchy. Yes, anarchy, a situation in which there is no organization and control, especially in society, because there is no effective government. Yes, government. And the next one is decentralize, to move the control of an organization or government from a single place to several smaller ones. Yeah, smaller ones. មេថាធ្វើវិមជ្ឈការធ្វើវិមជ្ឈការ okay ធ្វើវិមជ្ឈការ and sorry and the next one is alliance yeah alliance a groups of country political parties or people who have agreed to work together because of shared interest or aims that is called alliance yeah alliance là ការចងសម្ព័ន្ធមិត្តបាទ when we say to form alliances មានថាចងសម្ព័ន្ធមិត្តមកណាបាទចងសម្ព័ន្ធមិត្ត and the next one here precarious yeah precarious it means that in a dangerous state because not safe or firmly fixed yeah firmly fixed it means មិនទៀងណាមិនទៀង precarious subverted yes subverted to try to destroy or damage something especially an established political system มันបំផ្លាញ yes to try to destroy or damage something especially an established political system បំផ្លាញបាទជាពិសេសតកតกับនយោបាយណាប្រព័ន្ធនយោបាយacquisition the process of getting something មានតែការទទួលបានបាទការទទួលបាន acquisition incentive yeah incentive ភាពតានតឹង yes okay oh sorry something that is I confused to the constant tensions intensive yeah intensive something that encourages a person to do something មានការលើកទឹកចិត្តការលើកទឹកចិត្ត incentive and constant tensions here ភាពតានតឹងនៅមាននៅតែបន្តណាភាពតានតឹងនៅតែបន្ត constant tensions and aggressive yes aggressive determined to win or succeed and using forceful action to win or to achieve success មានការឈ្លានពានការឈ្លានពាន yes determined to win or succeed and using forceful action to win or to achieve success ឈ្លានពានឈ្លានពាន aggressive wars មានសង្គ្រាមឈ្លានពាន and the next one regulate common affairs មានន័យថា here common affair regulate I mean to control something common affairs it means that what is it wait belong to or shared by two or more people or thing កិច្ចការរួមកិច្ចការរួម yes belonging to or shared by two or more people or things មានថាកិច្ចការរួម common affairs regulate common affair មានថាគ្រប់គ្រងកិច្ចការរួម the foremost most important or best leading មានថាសំខាន់បំផុតណា foremost for more example គំរូដ៏សំខាន់បំផុតឬក៏ជាឧទាហរណ៍សំខាន់បំផុតហ្នឹងទៅ settlement here settlement an official agreement that finishes an argument an official agreement that finishes an argument មានការបញ្ចប់ចំនួនណាការបញ្ចប់ចំនួន settlement move on to the next one the next slide city-states it may refer to a city that with its surrounding territory forms an independent state yeah in independent state city-state And the next one, vastly. Yes, vastly. Vastly, do you know vastly? Means very much. Yeah, very much. And the next one, dispatching. Dispatch. Yeah, dispatch. Dispatching. Dispatch, it means that send, dispatch. Yeah. And the next one, extra. Yeah, extraterrestrial. Extraterrestrial. Outside the law of a country មានក្រៅប្រព័ន្ធ outside extraterrestrial right មានអាសិទ្ធិក្រៅប្រព័ន្ធសិទ្ធិក្រៅប្រព័ន្ធច្បាប់ yes and legal immunity legal immunity អភ័យឯកសិទ្ធិស្របច្បាប់ legal immunity diplomatic dispatches yes diplomatic dispatches មានការបញ្ជូនអ្នកការទូត ការបញ្ជូនអ្នកការទូត yes diplomatic dispatches embrace yes embrace and include embrace and include រួមបញ្ចូល yes yes okay now that's all about the vocabulary for all of you difficult term yes there were yes there are lots of vocabulary for all of you to know about them and also these are important for all of you. So look at back. The Westphalian system. So I need to review all of you again about the Westphalian systems. It means that a global system based on the principle of international law that each state has sovereignty over its territory and domestic affairs to the exclusion of all external powers on the principle of non-interference in another country's domestic affairs. Yeah, let's read together. But the European states emerged in the midst of struggle and strife, and struggle and strife have continued to characterize their existence. Yeah, their existence. Yet, in early modern Europe, it was no longer the competing claims of local and universal authority that had to be combated, but instead the competing claims of other states. Yeah, the 30 Years' War, 1618 to 1648, was the bloodiest and most protracted military confrontation of the era. As a result of the war, Germany's population was reduced by around a third, what the Swiss or the Scottish mercenaries did not steal. The Swedish troops destroyed. Many of the people who did not die on the battlefield died of the plague. Yeah, plague. One more plague here. I mean, any serious disease that kills many people. Yes, it may refer to disease. Yes, serious disease. The 30 Years' War is often called a religious conflict in Catholic states confronted Protestants. Yeah. Yet Protestant and Catholic countries sometimes fought on the same side, and religious dogma was clearly not the first things on the minds of the combatants. Instead, the war concerned which states should have hegemony, or we can say hegemony, or we can say dominance, over Europe. That is, which state, if any, would take over from universal institutions of the Middle Ages. The main protagonists were two Catholic states, France and Austria and Sweden. But Sweden, a Protestant country, intervened on France side, and in the end no dominant power emerged. The Treaty of Westphalia, 1648, which concluded the 30 years of warfare, has come to symbolize the new way of organizing international politics. From this point onwards, international politics was a matter of relation between state and no other political needs. Yeah. All states were sovereign, meaning that they laid claims to the exclusive right to rule their own territories and to act in relation to other states as they themselves saw fit. All states, yeah, were formally equal and they had the same rights and obligations. Taken together, the state yeah, interacted with each other in a system in which there was no overarching power. Sovereignty and formal equality led to the problem of anarchy. Within the country, anarchy referred to a breakdown of law and order, but in relation between states, it refers to a system where power is decentralized and there are no shared institutions with the right to enforce common rules. An anarchical world is a world where everyone looks after themselves and no one looks after the system as a whole. Instead, states had to rely on their own resources or to form alliances through which the powers of one alliance of states could be balanced against the powers of another alliance. That as soon became clear, such power balances were precarious, easily subverted, yeah, and given the values attached to territorial acquisitions. Acquisitions. State had an incentive to engage aggressive wars. As a result, the new international system was characterized by constant tensions and threats of war, which often enough turn into actual cases of warfare. At the same time, various developed, practices developed which help regulate common affairs. The foremost example was the practice of diplomacy as exemplified by the way peace treaties were negotiated. From the 17th century onward, European states met after each major wars in order to reach a settlement and lay down the terms of their future interaction. Yeah, the diplomatic practices had their origin in relation between the city-states of northern Italy. Once these states had made themselves independent both of the Pope and the Emperor, they soon discovered that their relations had become vastly more complicated. In order to avoid misunderstandings and unnecessary conflicts, the different rulers began dispatching ambassadors to each other's courts. This diplomatic network provided a means of gathering information, of spying, but also a ways of keeping in touch with one another, of carrying out negotiation and concluding deals. The practices of diplomacy should expand it to include a number of mutually advantageous provisions. The embassy were given extra territorial rights and legal immunity. Diplomatic dispatches were regarded as inviolable, and ambassadors had the right to worship the god of their choice. These originally not Italian practices gradually expanded to embrace more states, and by the middle of the 17th century, the system included France, Spain, Austria, England, Russia, Poland, Denmark, Sweden, and the Ottoman Empire. Diplomatic practices were never powerful enough to prevent war. Indeed, wars continued to be common, but they did provide Europeans with a sense of a common identity. A European state was, more than anything, a state that participated in the system of shared diplomatic practices. Thank you. If you have any questions according to this whole text, yeah, in the points of the Westphalian system, you can ask in our Telegram groups. Goodbye, see you, good luck.